There we go.
Presto,
We're live,
nothing
ladies
up my
and gentlemen.
sleeve.
Presto.
We are live to all of our
nothing up my
millions of
sleeve.
fans.
Not even a rock.
Here
we go. Ready? All right. I pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag,
of the United States of America
and to the republic
for
which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Woohoo! Oh yeah! Boom, 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 boom! I get my guns on you.
What the world's gotten to for people like me and people like you.
People
Wish I
like
could
you.
just wake up
Damn
and
shame.
not be true, but it is.
But it
Oh,
is.
it is.
Yes, it is.
Living in the new world, ladies and gentlemen. We are living in the new world.
With
Richmond,
home,
north of Richmond, by Oliver Anthony Music.
Richmond,
We want to give him all the credit. We're not trying to steal his music. We really like his music, and we want to say thank you for
Great
sharing
song.
with America.
Know what you think.
So I'm going to fade out.
Know
You
what
can do
you
whatever you
do.
want to do.
And I don't think you know, but I know that you do.
All right.
Your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end.
The dollar ain't shit. It's taxed to no end. There you go.
Thank you, Joe Biden, and your inflationary spending bullcrap you got going on.
Hey, it's Bidenomics, man. It's working. It's
All right, Toto.
It's working.
It's working.
Fucking idiot.
Are you ready?
Oh, are you ready? Yes, I think we are. Let's see how we're looking on live.
Rick and Jeff.
Unfiltered. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are unfiltered and we are live. It doesn't get any more live than this. Live and crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello there,
My
ladies
brother
and gents.
playing some
Are
rock
you ready
and roll.
to rock? Are
I'm
you
gonna
ready
get him
to
to play us on
rock?
his drums one day so we can play our own feeder music. We can have some
There you
Rick Bennett drum solo. Woo! He can be singing in the background and we can be playing our own music. What could go
All
wrong
right.
with that, right?
There we go.
What could
I don't
possibly
know.
go
I
wrong?
can't think of a single thing what they could go wrong there. But
I can't either. Let's
Yeah.
see if I'm making a
so,
joke.
how was your day today, brother?
My
You
day
did
was
work, man?
wonderful. Well, I
That's
wouldn't
good.
say that, but I showed up a couple places. It was good. So yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I got up
Yeah.
and went to the gym and swam some laps, and then I went visit mom, and her sister Caroline came down. I got
Nice.
to remember, I got to post.
Oh,
that picture
really?
of them on
Caroline was there
Facebook.
too?
Yeah, she
Wow.
got there today. Mark Martinez is watching. Hello, Mark.
Hello, Mark
Um,
Martinez. Yeah, he's on my side.
Till he has to leave to our couples study group. Okay, well,
Yeah.
you have a good time there, Mark.
I told him to invite
while
his,
you can.
I told him to invite his couples group to watch. That'll be entertaining.
There you go. Yeah, just
What
take
could
your phone right in there.
possibly
Say,
go
"Hey,
wrong
this'll
with
be
that?
good."
What
I
could-
can't think of a single thing that can go wrong there.
Tell me,
But
tell me
anyways,
what
yeah,
verse
so-
you're going to be studying tonight, Mark. Tell me the scripture verse. I'll bring it out. We can have
There
some
you
fun
go.
with that.
Yeah. So mom's sister came down to visit her, and I was there. She's going to be back again tomorrow. Mom was very happy to see her.
Do you live in the area?
No, she lives in Georgia. She drove up to West Virginia. She thought she was driving because her husband grew up in West Virginia, and
Wait.
and so they drove up. She thought they were only going to be like 2.5 hours away. Turns out they were over 5 away. But she's here to spend the night at a hotel down in Morristown, and I'll see her again tomorrow. So
There you go. There you go. Yes.
So it was,
Excellent.
it
Well,
was a decent day. Got a workout in, and and saw my mom, and I'm thinking maybe we're going to bring mom home next week. We'll see.
What was
Caroline.
her sister's home? Caroline. Yeah, I think I've met Caroline, right? Yes, I've met Caroline. Yes.
Yeah.
Caroline's great.
I met her
Yeah.
once or twice. I've never met her new husband, though. I met him today. His name was Earl, I think his name was. Yeah. So, yeah.
Excellent.
It was a decent day, and yeah.
Did you get?
And then I come home and turn on the news and the shit show that's going on in our government. We go, what are you going to do about this? You know? I
Hey,
don't know.
before we get into the show of the day, did you get authorization from Caroline to talk about her online? I'm just saying.
Did not.
Oh well.
So
well.
she'll probably
All
give
right.
me hell tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, she probably won't even know that we're talking about her. So
Probably not.
Yeah. I would like to tell you
you never
that Active Greens is sponsoring our show, but I can't. But I really like Active Greens. It's good. So Anyway,
you go.
so I
Nice.
throw that out there. Maybe I'll get a copyright violation for showing an active agreement.
Probably they're gonna say that they own it now. That's what that one said, that they own it now. But yeah, whatever. We just keep plugging along. We're not trying to burn anybody's feelings or hurt anybody.
Not
We're
at
just
all.
trying to have fun
have fun.
If I make any money off your song, I'd be more than happy to give you some of it. That's all I gotta say.
Yes, we will pay the royalty fee. If we make any money, we'd be more than happy to pay that.
That's right.
Well, I remember
since summer break, Mark says. So.
Yes. So just another aside before we get into the show, talking about music. When I worked at the roller skating rink at Royal Roller Rink in Anchorage, Alaska, he had a guy that would come by once a month or so and just like with his hand out, like, you owe me money. He's like, what do you mean I owe you money? Well, you're playing 45s. He goes, yeah, I bought them at the record store. He goes, yeah, but you have to pay a copyright fee. He's like, what the heck did I just spend when I bought the thing? Like, I bought it, right?
So you were doing where were you playing them?
At the roller skating rink. We play music at the roller skating rink, and they were charging a royalty fee to the roller skating rink for playing the music to the kids while they're skating. I was like, wow, that's a racket, man. That's a racket. So if they come around and they say they want some of our money off of that, if we're making any money, be happy to give them some. If we're not, we can say maybe we should charge you to put your song on our show.
That's right, because we're advertising it, so people will buy it. Dipstick.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So the news of the day: Kevin McCarthy is gone as Speaker of the House. He's gone. He's out of there, and he might be back tomorrow or the next day, whenever they vote on.
No, he won't.
New Speaker of the House.
I saw a couple guys are putting their name in. Jim Jordan's one of them.
Jim Jordan. I would like Jim Jordan to be the Speaker of the House.
Yeah.
What Kevin McCarthy
I have
say
mixed
about
feelings about this. I have mixed feelings about this because I think the Democrats use this as a way to try to make the Republicans look bad, and it's not a good look. I know you don't like McCarthy and you don't care how he's out as long as he's out, brother. But this just it's a bad look when you let the Democrats decide who you're going to have as a Speaker of the House, and that's basically what they did. They're making the final decision, but they decided. But they decided. But they decided he was not going to be the Speaker of the House. They're the ones that kicked him out.
Yeah, the Republicans made the decision, and Matt Gaetz made the vote to say that we don't like McCarthy as their Speaker, right? And yes, they did need Democrat votes to make that come true, right? So, but here's the thing.
210 of them or something like that they needed. Yeah,
I don't know what they need. Anyway, but here's the thing. The day before, when Kevin McCarthy was Speaker of the House, he wanted to pass a continued resolution, which a lot of the conservative Republicans, a lot of you people will call them right wings or radicals or wackos or whatever you want to call them. They were like, "Look, we're $32 trillion in debt. We can't go another year, another budget thing just by passing kicking the can down the road. We got to do something to curb our spending, right?" So they were arguing and fighting back and forth. And so what McCarthy did was he did kind of like a backroom deal with the Democrats, and they got a continued resolution passed that had no that basically was as it was before, minus the funding to Ukraine, right? So so he used the Democrats to get what he wanted passed, and then Gaetz needed Democrats.
Then Democrats stabbed him in the back.
So hey, you know what?
It's like I don't agree with what McCarthy did. I don't agree with it. And my defense of my statement is $33 trillion in debt. That's my defense.
That's all you need.
Also,
like
I said, I'm not a big fan of the way it happened, but hey, we're $33 trillion in debt. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over. You have to change. Yeah. And this is a change. Now we'll find out if it's good or bad. Change. But it is a change. It's something different. Let's see if it works.
But here's the thing. This is the way our Constitution works. This is when they swore Kevin McCarthy in January, he agreed to this, right? He agreed that he would do things to do to be Speaker of the House. and he got voted in. And oh, by the way, Matt Gaetz didn't vote for him. Everyone said, "Oh, Matt Gaetz voted for him." Matt Gaetz did not vote.
No,
for
he
him.
didn't. He voted present.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, so McCarthy made it in by the skin of his teeth, and he was, basically told he needed to toe the line, and he decided he didn't want to toe the line. And when he passed the continued resolution with the Democrats,
this is where I'm.
Okay, let me finish. Let me finish.
No, you can't.
When he passed when he passed the continued resolution with the Democrats' help, I think that was the final straw. I think Gaetz is like, all right, this is it. Nobody cares about the $32 trillion deficit. So we're just going to shake it up.
Here's my problem with that.
I'm giving you the floor.
Okay.
First
off, is
won't say a word.
If let's just say someone different was in there, could they have done better? And I'm not sure they could, because the majority is so slim that they probably couldn't do better. And then if someone couldn't do better, the only option then was to shut the government down. And again, if that happened, my defense of it happening would be $33 trillion in debt.
Right.
You got to do something different, and that would be something different. You got to.
Jan Osgood Martinez is watching. Hello, Jan.
Hello. How you doing? But you got to do. Kenny Travis is watching. Hello, Kenny.
Hello, Kenny.
You got to do something different, and this is something different. That would have been something different. We just can't keep spending money. And I was having this conversation with someone today. I don't remember who it was, and he said, "Oh, I remember who it was. The guy who's fixing my shower. He's putting in a new shower." So I was having a conversation with him about this. I said, you just can't keep spending money. And the problem is the Democrats don't see that. Okay.
Right.
They think we can just keep spending money. We can keep passing bills and keep spending money. And eventually, somewhere down the road, it's going to be too much. And when that happens, what are we going to do? Let China buy us out, and China will be running our government? I'm sure Biden wouldn't care about that, because he loves China. They're giving him and his son. They made him and his son rich.
They're making tens of millions of dollars. Tens of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
What do I care for $32 trillion in debt?
So, like I said, I'm not a big fan that it happened.
There, big fella.
But
the heck was that?
$33 trillion in debt. What was what?
You burping on the mic there, or what?
I didn't burp. I know what you're talking about. So, anyways, $33 trillion in debt. Something new has to happen. And I hope the American people see this, that you just can't keep voting these idiots in. Okay? You got to have new people in there, because these idiots keep doing the same thing over and over. Like I said, since Clinton left office, we got Bush, we got the Republicans.
George Bennett is watching. Hello, George.
Hello, George. We got Obama, we got the Democrats, we got Trump and Republicans, and we got Biden and the Democrats have all raised the deficit, every single one of them.
So then Obama.
So we
Obama
need
raised the deficit too.
So
yeah, I
I put Obama in there, by the way, brother. You just weren't paying attention. I named everybody after Clinton.
I didn't hear Barack Hussein.
Because I didn't say Hussein. I didn't say Hussein. I just said Obama.
I'm just pointing it out. I'm just admitting it, right? So Kenny Travis says
almost double Johnny Cash you, but not quite.
Oh my gosh. That's what brothers are for, right? So Kenny Travis gives us a reason why we're $32 trillion in debt. Joe Biden announced today that he's going to give $9 billion in student debt relief. And oh, by the way,
doesn't care that the Supreme Court said he couldn't. Yeah, doesn't care. Doesn't care.
I disagree with it. Today. So
yeah, I think they made a mistake, so I'm just going to keep doing it. This guy's a fool. We have a Supreme Court for a reason, okay? And if you don't like it, tough, okay? Because otherwise, am I going to pick and choose what laws I can break because I don't like the laws? You know what? I don't like the law that I see this guy walking down the street with $100,000 in his pocket that I just can't take it from him. Okay, so I'm not going to obey that law anymore. Holy crap! There's a double Johnny Cash to Joe Biden. That's all I got to say.
What's that skin pant store? Lulu something? Lulu? What is it? A Lulu
I have no
store?
idea.
Jan Martinez might know what the Lulu store is. There's a Lulu store. I forgot what it is. Jan, do you know what the Lulu store is if you're still on? Lulu something. Anyway.
I can look it up.
Anyway, there is a LULU. They're really popular with women. They sell these spandy pants that Lululemon. Thank you, Jan. I appreciate that.
There you
Lululemon.
go. Thank you.
So here's a quick story about Lululemon and the Bidenomics, right? So Lululemon is getting robbed by these mob things, right?
Oh, here we go.
So someone asked their employees, well, how come you don't do anything? Well, corporate said that we're not allowed to do anything, right? So then this one Lululemon store got pissed, fed up with it. So they called 911 to have these guys arrested. They fired those employees because Lululemon said, no, we're not doing anything about any people stealing their stuff. You got to let them go. Like, what? So you fired the employees because they called the cops.
I'd be suing their ass.
Okay.
And I don't even like suing, but I'd be suing them.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So let's see. The whole Democratic
the whole Democrats and the squad is worse than they're the biggest bunch of they're like the biggest bunch of idiots in our government. They truly are. They have no idea. They think and these are the people who think because I want it, I should have it. These are the freaking idiots that think that right there, the squad.
But democracy is going to fail if Trump gets elected. But these idiots are elected and they're failing democracy. I'm just saying. So,
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about that statement: democracy will fail if Trump is elected. They've said it. They've said it, and it doesn't matter if it's true or not. They've said it, and it's worked to a point. So they're just going to keep saying it. Just like the mega this and mega that and mega that. You know what mega stands for? Make America great again. And that's not a bad thing. These idiots made it into a bad thing.
Yeah. So Mark Martinez brought up a good thing to Brandon said. Let's go. Brandon said. Basically, he said today he wanted a new speaker to be put in as soon as possible, so there's no interruption to the funding to Ukraine, because we don't give a damn about what's happening on our southern border. And all these people that are flooding out through the whole United States of America.
Doesn't care a bit.
And the federal government is actually transporting them. It's not the governors of Texas that are transporting tens of thousands of illegals on buses to New York City. Now, the bus companies may want that, you know.
The other people are doing. The government's doing it too. Well, they were doing it way before the Texas governor did it. But
how much money do you think the bus companies would make if they were actually transporting tens of thousands of illegals? They'd have like 1,000 buses carrying them up the freeways. They'd be making tons of money, getting paid by the government to do it too, probably. But no, the government sneaks them away on planes in the middle of the night and drops them off at airports. They run them through security checks without IDs and without passports because they're not from America.
You need to fly a plane? I don't think you do. I think I could go on a plane right today and just walk on and say, "Hey, I want a ticket. Here's some cash. Thank you. I'm on." I think that would work out for me. I think,
I think you should take your pocket knife with you when you do it.
There we go. What could possibly go wrong there? Yeah.
Well, you stupid American, you would not be allowed in the plane. But the illegal alien,
this illegal alien can go on it, but you cannot.
Yeah, and they'd probably do it right in front of you. They'd walk the guy through security. The alarms would go
with a knife in his hand.
Yeah. 12
and he'd be waving it at me, going, "Na boo boo."
I don't have an ID. Holy mackerel! Yeah. All right. So what is Kenny Travis? Rick, please try that and have your wife record it.
Try what? Yes. But what we talk about?
Try taking a knife on a plane and not having your ID.
On the plane. Yeah. Walk up with some cash. I need a ticket.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You don't need my ID.
Hey,
these
Kenny,
are not the words you're looking for. You don't need my ID.
Kenny, Mark may listen to Dan Bongino. I don't know. I'm guessing he does. I listen to Dan Bongino too. So, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know if you're trying to criticize him, but yes. And maybe that's where he got the bag of oatmeal
Kenny likes
from.
Kenny likes does Dan Bongino.
Yeah, maybe that's where he got the bag of oatmeal from. Bag of oatmeal Brandon. Yeah. Uh-oh, you've been outed, Kenny. My brother's outed you as a Dan Bongino fan. Oh, he's not gonna be able to be on this show
He's pretty
anymore.
honest about what he likes and doesn't like. So,
man. Well, we should all be honest with what we like and don't like. And by the way that you stop all this nonsense that's going on in our country is say no. There are two sexes, right? Male and female. And no, you don't get to walk across the border because you want immunity or whatever it is.
Well, I was watching Fox News earlier tonight, and Vivek Ramaswamy was on there.
Oh, I missed
and
him.
He said basically something like you just said. He said, I would fund, how do you say it? I would fund coal and this and that and say that it was illegal to have a sex change or something like that. I don't remember what he said, but he's pretty good about it. I like him. I'm not sure he's ready for president, but I like him.
He must be listening to Fox News, because I heard something like that on Fox News before he got on. Because Vivek Ramaswamy came on Fox News channel with Brett Baer right after Porky Pig was on there. The Porky Pig was on there. So I know you love that.
There you go. There you go. I kind of like Christie. I do. I mean, I think he's an okay guy, a decent guy. He's fat, but that doesn't keep him from doing an okay job, I don't think. I mean, Trump's fat. Look at Trump. He's fat too. He's not Chris Christie fat, but he's fat. Okay.
Look,
he should not be calling anybody Porky Pig.
So am I. He didn't call him. I called him that after he called Donald Trump Donald Duck. I called him. There's Porky Pig calling out Donald Duck. So Porky Pig can go pound sand for all I care, right? And I'll call him Porky Pig because he started it. So
there you go.
And oh, by the way,
no, he didn't call you any names. He called your buddy Donald his name.
The only reason he's in the race is because he doesn't like Donald Trump. And Brett Baer called him out on that tonight on Fox.
Hey, Ken, do you really believe Trump is only 215 pounds? Have you seen that guy? Have you seen him? He is not. He is way more than 215 pounds. Trump said he was 215 on something. I forgot. And I look at him and go, he's a freaking liar. There's no fucking way he's. My bad. There's no way he's 215. He's got to be 250 anyways. Okay?
Sorry, Mark and Jan. You won't be letting the group watch tonight.
At 6'3", he's got to be 250, maybe 275. Okay, there is no way he's 215 because I am not a small guy. I've got a gut. Okay, and I am shorter than him. I have less a gut than him, and I weigh less.
Come on, man. Settle down. Come on, man. Kenny ended with an LOL. You're getting all paranoid about it. Settle down, boy.
Oh, he did. I didn't see the LOL. Sorry.
Oh,
my bad,
gosh.
My bad.
Good Lord.
My bad.
Settle down. So,
and I went off the rails.
Here's the way I look at it. Right? They say that muscle weighs more than fat, right? Is this true or not? Is it true?
It absolutely is true. Per area, muscle weighs more than fat. Yeah.
So when I see these 6'6" linemen who say that they're 250, I call that BS. Because
there's not a 250-pound lineman in the NFL. I'm telling you right now.
Exactly.
They're all way over 250.
Way over 300. I'm going to say that right now.
Most of them are way over 300. Yes.
Yeah.
But there are a few that are under 300. But there's not a lot of them.
Yeah, if you're 6 foot plus, like 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", and you are a mountain of muscle, you're gonna weigh more than 300 pounds. There's just no way around it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're lean, maybe you could do that. But if you're the guy that's got the 4 foot wide shoulders and the arms that looks like somebody's thighs, dude, you got a lot of muscle weight on you. And that's okay, but it's like you don't tell them, oh, yeah, I weigh 285. The hell you weigh 285. In your dreams, you might weigh 285. So
there are some linemen that are about 285. There's not many of them because you can't keep up with the 350-pound defensive lineman. So you got to have bigger.
Run your
Giants offensive line is playing like they're 180 pounds. 180, you're giving them a lot of credit, Kenny. I could block better than those idiots on the offensive line. I would just look at the guy and hit him in the legs every time, and I'd do better than those idiots. They have had this problem, Kenny, for 10 years with their offensive line. They have
their offensive coordinator needs to do something about that.
They should fire every one of those freaking guys. Not every one of them, but I'm going to say 3 of the 5 that were there. They should fire them. Just get rid of them. What are we going to do? We're going to bring in other guys. They're not going to be any worse than 11 sacks. It's not going to be worse than that. Come on, man. Put me and Jeff in there, they won't get 11 sacks, okay?
Oh, you're probably
Holy
right.
crap.
But we would only last like 4 downs. So we'd be dead.
4?
You'd have to drag us off the field. We'd be like that guy that gets spiked in the head with a soccer ball.
So Kenny says his brother is a Giants fan, and he messaged me and said he can't wait for basketball. I'm waiting for hockey season, Kenny. Rangers start October 12th, I think it is. They play their first game.
Hey,
So,
maybe
yeah.
the Rangers goalie can do better than some of these guys.
Their Rangers got a good goalie. They do. But Kenny, I've told a lot of people this. For the last 10 years, I have not been optimistic about the teams. What at the beginning of the year about how successful the team is going to be, and every year I've said it all depends on how the offensive line plays. Every single year I've said this. Every single year they suck. This year, I thought they had fixed it. And I said, I think they're going to be pretty good this year. Well, turns out I'm just right back thinking like I was last year. They suck, and doesn't matter how good their defense is.
Hey,
doesn't matter how good players they got in the offense. Their offensive line sucks, so they're going to suck. There you go.
The first time on the field against Dallas Cowboys, the first 15 seconds, they were doing great running down the field with the ball. Play after play after play until there was a fumble, there was a blocked punt. Oh my God, it's a pick six all the way to the other end zone. Yeah, that's when I knew the Giants are back, baby. The Giants are back. There you go.
Yeah, you're right. I think Bills are going to have a good year this year, Ken. Hey, the Giants play them in 2 weeks. You and I should make a bet, Ken.
Yeah, it's another
I'll
Monday
bet
night.
That the Bills win, and then you can bet whatever else you want to bet.
Yeah. I'll bet that I get 3 deer during hunting season this year. Sounds good to me. You know the Bills are going to win. You know the Giants.
Oh my gosh! I wish I could show these pictures I got tonight on my front porch. So,
deer on your front porch, or you're sitting on your front porch, took pictures of deer.
No, if you can see that, you look through the railings. There's a deer there right in my driveway.
Yeah, I can't.
Can you see right through the railings? Can you see it?
No. I mean, I see a brown spot there, but yeah,
right to the left of the air thing. Let me see.
Yeah, I see it there, but it's hard to see it. So
here's a better one. This is his head. You can see his head in this one. See his head right there between the railings. He's looking right at me. And there were 4 more down by the salt lot.
Yeah. Your camera is focusing on your air compressor. I told you should put that back in your garage. Kenny says the Bills will win by 20-19, payback for the Super Bowl.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Here's 2 more. One's right by the salt block, and you see the other one's head. He's just laying there looking around.
Yeah, there you go. Mark. Yeah, I see him. I don't care. Mark Martinez says that Jan and I raised eyebrows when Rick exclaimed the F word emphatically and authoritatively.
I was hoping for the bleep out there, Mark. And Jeff didn't do it. He's slow on the button tonight.
It's my fault. It's my fault. Here, I'll give you this one.
It always is, brother. Hey, Jeff, you put the bag of oatmeal up there. Why'd you do that?
I didn't put that up there.
I don't know.
You did.
I don't know.
Because I moved my thing all the way off that thing. I was going to put
I must
have
leaned on it or something.
I was going to put this one up here.
Yeah,
that one that you clicked on there and I clicked off. Yeah, so that was the one I was going to put up there. Yeah.
Kenny says, you want to see more deer? Drop your comprehensive insurance on your vehicle. Hey, there's one they can't come after us, huh? Boom.
Hey, all I got to say to that is that they didn't put those stupid deer sign crossings up there, the deer wouldn't be crossing the road.
Move those signs down where there's a bridge so they can cross on the bridge. Jeez.
Oh, yeah, that's funny stuff. I got to say, it's just funny stuff. Oh, my gosh. Woo, we're having too much fun.
I'll tell you.
All right, so we talked about so the constitutional republic that we live in affords us the opportunity to, I don't know, get a new Speaker of the House when the Speaker of the House is not doing his job or we don't think he's doing his job. And so we talked about. Did we talk about Jim Jordan was one of the people that said he's going to throw his hat in?
There was three of them. Jim Jordan was one of them. Scalise, I think, was one of them.
Yeah, Scalise. He's the one who got shot up at the baseball game by the Bernie Sanders supporter, which is not Bernie Sanders'
not worry
fault.
about that.
So.
No, it's not Bernie Sanders' fault. No,
exactly.
He didn't tell him to go.
No,
he told him to
I
go
know.
there peacefully.
I my
God. The new guy evicted Pelosi. Yeah. That's what he did. Dulcie was telling me he did something. I couldn't remember.
I told you that. Yeah. So and oh, by the way, the new temporary Speaker of the House worked underneath Kevin McCarthy. He's like one of Kevin McCarthy's aides in the
George
Republican
Bennett
Party,
is watching.
right?
Hello, George.
Yeah, I said that already, but thanks for sharing again.
Oh well.
So anyway,
I was laughing too hard.
That was a while ago. So anyway, yes, Kenny, you're right.
Oh, he was on yours. Now he's on mine. See.
Oh, there you go.
Go ahead, bro.
He didn't like me. He's decided he didn't like me anymore. Yeah,
that's right.
I'm laughing too hard. So anyway, yes, you're right, Kenny. What I found very interesting about this is he worked under Kevin McCarthy when Kevin McCarthy was Speaker of the House. One of the first things that he did as a Speaker, the temporum Speaker of the House, was he told Nancy Pelosi, "Pack your stuff and get out of the Speaker of the House's office." And then Nancy Pelosi comes back. She goes, "Well, he could have given me more time." I don't know how long you been in there. 9 months since Kevin McCarthy's been the Speaker of the House. How much more time do you want? There's.
So where was Kevin McCarthy if she was in the Speaker's office?
In his regular office. He wasn't taking advantage of the plush Speaker of the House office because they have a different office for the Speaker of the House, right?
Right.
But here's what I think about this, and this is just my thought. It's not the reality. I don't have information that says this is inside baseball or anything like that. My
opinion,
thought,
so no one can sue me about this.
Exactly. Okay. My thought is this. That guy was so pissed off that Kevin McCarthy didn't do this when he first became Speaker of the House, or even give her like, "Hey, you got 2 months." He's like, "Out, get out. You got you got tomorrow. We're gonna change the locks." She goes, "Well, I'm in California, consoling with my friends about Dianne Feinstein's death. So I can't do it." And they're like, "You better move it." So then the minority member of the House, Jeffries, and his team moved her out, and then they changed the locks. I'm like, good for them. Yeah, postulate this: Dems forward Gruesome Newsome as president and Michael Obama as VP. Yeah. Mark and I were talking about this the other day. He thinks that the Democrats are going to put Gavin Newsom as the presidential candidate with Michael Obama or Michelle Obama, whichever one you want to go with that day. Both will work as the vice president. So, there's a long time. There's over a year between now and election day, right? So they're going to be hard pressed to put anyone in there other than Joe Biden, because in like less than 10 days, a lot of these states are closing out who can be on the ballot for president, right? And it's not like you say, well, we got Joe Biden on all the ballots, so just vote. A vote for Joe Biden is a vote for Gavin Newsom. That's not how it works. I'm just saying, law says you either write in your candidate. Well, they are sending out 1 million or 1 billion mail-in ballots, so they could probably handwrite in Gavin Newsom on 1 billion mail-in ballots. So they got it covered. Never mind. They know what they're doing. Democrats.
Who's sending out 1 billion ballots?
The Democrats. So they'll do that when Joe Biden gets kicked out of office. Who said they're
sending out 1 billion ballots?
I just did.
Okay. Well, so it's Jeff's law. Jeff's word. Okay, got it. Underscore that. Yeah.
It's a parody, by the way. You know what a parody is?
I understand now. I get it. I thought you actually meant someone said that. That's what I thought. So I was wondering who it was. Got it.
Yeah.
Jeff Bennett we've been laughing way too much, and I decided we weren't going to laugh anymore. So
way too much fun, and you're suddenly serious now. You're getting too serious.
That's right.
I can't handle it. All right. So yeah, so I think they're going to have a lot of problems trying to get Newsom in there.
They're going to figure something out. I'm telling you. I mean, I don't know what it is, but it won't be Joe Biden. I'm sure that.
Because we're going to have to start seeing the change.
I don't think he can beat anybody.
Yeah, but you're going to have to start seeing a change in who's registered on the ballot, right? Because if Newsom doesn't get on any of these states in the ballot for voting time, then he can't
so
win.
When do they have their convention and they say who the guy is going to be?
I don't. I think it's is it next month. Mark Martinez might know.
I don't think it's next month. I think it's a little longer than that. But let's just say Joe Biden wins.
Oh, it might be like February of next year.
Yeah. Well, Newsom is single-handedly keeping Ryder in business. Yep. He's doing a good job for them. But let's just say Biden wins the nomination because he's going to win it.
I'll come back to that.
And let's just say next August he says my health is bad. I can't run. I have to drop out. What does the law say then? Would it go to Cruella? Would it go to Cruella?
Yeah.
Not being elected, it would go to her.
Well, if he drops out of office,
I can finish my. He says I can finish my term, but I can't run again. Because my health is getting to that point where I just can't run again. Who
I don't know.
Be the nominee? Could the Democrats just decide who it is then?
No, they can't because you have to be on the ballot. People have to vote for you, and all these states have cutoff dates. If you don't register to be on our ballot by this date, you can't register to be on the ballot. That's what I'm saying. So their cutoff date's coming up in less than 10 days in some of these states. So if
that's just for the nomination, though. That's just for the nomination.
No, that's for the
that's not for the presidential election.
You're right. You're absolutely right. It's for the for voting for the nominee to who's going to be put on the ballot. You're absolutely right.
Right. So, like I said, let's
all right, Mark. Have a good night.
Wins that. Have a good one, Mark. Take it easy. Let's just say Joe Biden wins it, okay? And he's the nominee. And then, like I said, in July or August, he says, "Yeah, I can't do this. My health is. I'm going to make it through my presidency, but my health is not good." Who do they put in there then? Where does that go to? What does the law say?
Well,
because someone's already been nominated,
right? Right. I don't know. I don't know what the law is right now, to be honest with you. I have to look it up. But I mean, I guess if the nominated candidate for the party decides to drop out or gets assassinated or something like that, God forbid. I'm not condoning that. I just want to make sure I'm not saying that I hope that happens or think it should happen or should ever happen. But if
that's
that
only
should
if
happen,
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. wins, though.
Well, I think he's going to be taken out before, so just a whole nother story. But anyway, what was it? Oh, so if that happens, I don't know. I don't know what they do. I don't know how they get the next person on the ballot. Because by then all the ballots would be printed already, right? So it's not like you're going to print out 160 million more ballots, right, with some new guy's name on it. And you can't say, well, just a vote for Joe Biden is a vote for Gavin Newsom, right? Because that would violate the law.
But they'd have to do something. That's my point.
You'd have to do maybe you have to say that you're going to do a write-in, right? So, but how many people are going to write in? But that's why I'm saying they would send out 1 billion new ballots, mail-in ballots with a.
I think about how many
Gavin Newsom already on it.
How many votes did Joe Biden get last time? 72 million.
Supposedly got 80.
I think there'd be 72 million write-in ballots.
Oh, yeah. And Donald Trump would have 80
on that. No.
Donald Trump would have 80 million votes this time, and they'd be like, "Yeah, but we got 82 million write-in ballots."
Ballots.
Gavin Newsom. What could possibly be wrong with that?
Trust me on this. This has really happened.
Really, we made it work. We're gonna make it work.
Nothing up my sleeve.
Oh my! Here, I see if I can get this to work. I'm gonna try something.
Uh-oh. I do my gunshot, but you
nothing
can't
up
hear
my
it.
sleeve. Nothing up my sleeve. Just got a little worker in the wrenches here. Do a little work with the wrenches. We'll see if we can make something work there. So,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Mm. Oh, I tell you.
This is too much fun. We've done 40 minutes already. Can you believe it? We've been laughing our butts off for 40 minutes. It's been great. Yeah. All right. So we did Gavin Newsom. We did
and we're on YouTube tonight too, in case anybody's wondering.
Yes, we are on YouTube. We are doing live on YouTube. We do have a Rumble feed.
I wonder if I can find
Look on YouTube. Well, I'm on the YouTube page. Let's see if I can see a live feed going here.
Go ahead. I was going to try to find it too here. YouTube and
YouTube channel. Yeah, it is live.
How would I find it?
Well, you just go to youtube.com and look up Rick and Jeff Unfiltered. So
you have to go to plus. No, how would
we are live on YouTube. YouTube live. I love it. That way I don't have to post a video
Jeff
anymore.
Unfiltered.
Great. There you go.
Yeah, there we are.
See a couple of handsome dogs there sitting in Kim's house. You know, I got a full-on beard, mustache. Kind of looks like your son right about now, doesn't it?
There it is, live. Okay, got it. Yeah. There it is, live.
We are live.
There you go.
So we're checking our live feed out on
YouTube.
No, on Facebook. So you're checking your Facebook feed. I'm checking my Facebook feed. We got a YouTube live
and
feed.
I got Twitter live. I got the YouTube live feed.
Twitter live. So yeah.
Nobody saw our YouTube one yet. I don't think though. I don't know how you tell for sure.
I don't know. I don't know either. It just says
well,
we have take two that says it had 1 view 6 months ago.
you know what it says though? It says on here. I better turn it down. It says on here we have 14 videos. Here.
We do. I've uploaded several videos. I got a bunch more to upload. I just haven't done it yet. Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably why we're not getting any views. So maybe people don't want to watch
your last day on YouTube after
show.
Rick's potty mouth. What the?
Hey, you can go back and look at all our other videos we posted up there. We got a little bit more potty mouth than most of that. When I post the videos, I say it's for adult content only. So.
Yeah,
and no children allowed. And if they decide they're going to let children watch it and some child complains to his parents, I'm like, look, you were warned. Your child is saying he's older than he's supposed to be. So,
well, Kenny, we're already on YouTube longer than I was on TikTok last time. But I'm on TikTok again under a different name, and they don't know it. Shh, be quiet. It's working.
Don't tell anyone. Because, we got to say anywhere but China. Anywhere but China.
There you go. And I'm pretty sure that's why I got kicked off it. I'm not absolutely sure, but I'm pretty sure.
TikTok does not like the fact that you don't like China. So,
anywhere but China. TikTok does not like you saying that on there. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So, it actually said I broke their rules multiple times is what it said. And that's the only thing I can think of. Anywhere but
that was in one 5-minute exchange. 1 5-minute exchange. He's on for 5 minutes. Oh, you're off again. You're banned
done.
for life.
That's it. You're done.
You're banned for life. I love it. That's great.
All
right. So where are we gonna go from here? What do we? So I was gonna talk about the Post because the Post had a front page article that I thought was ridiculous. Saying that Matthew Gaetz, the gates of hell, McCarthy's first House Speaker ever ousted after a coup by Florida representative. You know what? He had help. He didn't do it by himself. He can't do it by himself. He had Democrats and Republicans voting for it. So wake up,
started it by himself, though. He started it by himself.
Oh, absolutely,
and then people came in after the fact.
He did.
If it wasn't for him, this wouldn't have happened. So yes, he did it. Okay.
Kevin McCarthy agreed to that when he took the speakership of the House.
Okay,
he agreed to that plan.
But he still started it. He still started
right.
He still did.
Right, but he gave reasons for why he started it because Kevin McCarthy wasn't abiding by the rules that he agreed to when he became Speaker of the House. And one of them was allowing the Democrats to come together and join to get a continued resolution for another 45 days, even though it didn't have anything in there earmarked to Ukraine, right? There's nothing earmarked to our southern border. Can we do something to stop our invasion on the southern border? No. So there's there's a lot of things that he didn't
Hey, look.
do where Matt Gaetz is like, look, that's enough. I'm done. I'm gonna put it on the floor. If they vote for it, they do. If they don't, they don't. It's on them.
You're absolutely right. But like I said, would someone else have done better? I don't know if they would with a five vote majority and with a Senate that they don't have, that the Democrats have a majority and a Democratic president. Would someone else have done better? I don't think they would have. But again, I say we can't keep doing the same thing we've been doing, because $33 trillion in debt is a lot of freaking money. So this is something new.
Well,
try it and see how it goes. My feeling is it's not going to be any better. But let's just see. We got to try something, because $33 trillion in debt is a lot of. I probably said that 15 times tonight. 33 trillion. 33 trillion.
$33 trillion in debt. Yes, that's a
trillion
lot
with
debt.
a T. So
yep,
that's a
so
lot.
my brother and I did this thing several months back. Basically, if you spent $1 million a day since the birth of Jesus Christ, you're talking about 2023, right? You couldn't reach the national debt.
Let's see. I'm going to
think
do it on
about
my
that.
calculator here.
$1 million a day.
So 1 million. 1 million times.
So you're going to want to go a different route.
365. Hang on. Times 365 equals. Then you times that by 2023 equals. Let's see what that comes out to. $738,395,000,000.
What does that?
That's not even $1 trillion. That's not even a freaking $1 trillion.
$32 trillion in debt. Nobody understands the irony or the impact of $32 trillion.
I get it. I understand 32 trillion, because I can tell you back 25 years ago, I don't know, right at when Clinton left office, we had like $2 trillion basically that we owed, and the country is bringing that much in, so it's basically zero deficit, because they're bringing that much in, they're just going to pay it off.
Right.
But yeah, and like I said, we got Bush and the Republicans, we got Obama and the Democrats, we got Trump and the Republicans, and we got Biden and the Democrats. Every single one of them has raised the deficit. Every single one of them. So all these idiots are to blame. Every one of them.
Yeah.
Nobody has said, well, I've heard people say it. We got to stop the deficit. But then once they get in there, they don't do anything about it. They just keep spending money. So.
Yeah, because, we got bills that we got to pay, because we've already spent money. So we got to pay that, because we've already allocated money and funds to this thing that we wanted, this, pet project that we got on this bridge to nowhere. So we have to pay for that. So we have to keep taxing the people, so.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So what's this Kenny saying? Kenny's saying, how I didn't hear about this. Speaking of China, how about Russia and Mexico do military drill together? I didn't hear that one. Did they do that?
I don't know. I hadn't heard that either. Let's see if we got some news on that. Wall Street Journal. See what Wall Street Journal says.
All right, you go ahead and look that up. I'll keep dead air going while you're doing it. So
no, I don't keep some dead air going. So Jim Jordan, Kevin Hearn, and Steve Scalise are the three Republicans that have thrown their hat into the ring. Largest U.S. healthcare strike on record. So, hey, I asked you if your wife was in that, but she's not. New York is not part of that state. Tennessee's not part of that.
So there you go. If you put $1 trillion bills, stack them, it would be 67,866 miles tall. Is that to the moon, Kenny? I don't know. How far is the moon? I don't know. Let's see how far the moon is. Let's check that out.
So there's a headline here in the Wall Street Journal that says Russia withdraws Black Sea Fleet vessels from Crimea base after attacks. Well, I don't see anything in here about Russia, China, and Mexico. Did Russia and Mexico do a military drill together, Kenny? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Yeah, the moon's quite a bit further than that. It wouldn't reach the moon. So that's about a quarter. It's about a quarter away. The moon is 238,900 miles away. So that's about a fifth. No, about a fourth. Almost a little less than a quarter of the way there. Dollar bills stacked up to the thing. And that's only for 1 trillion, though. Now that we're 32, you know what? 32, we'd be past the moon. We'd be way past the moon. We'd blow right by it.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. I'm checking out something else, so I want to see something else.
So, Kenny, did you say something about? Did Russia and Mexico do a military drill together? That's what we were asking, Kenny. Moon is 250K miles. I got more than that, Kenny, but we'll compromise. We'll go in between.
So what's the mileage? What's the mileage? You said?
Probably depends on whether it's a full moon or a half moon, or if it's the big blue moon or the other moon.
Blue moon on the horizon. All right, so here's another little thing that'll go along with your statement, Kenny. 67,866 miles tall, or it would be at least twice around the circumference of the Earth at the equator.
There you
Think
go.
about that. Yeah.
There you go. Dollar bills. So everyone could have one that way. Or 2, as the case may be, if it goes twice around.
Do you remember when who I wish I remember who that was. They're talking about how they wanted like $300 million to buy like military spending or something like that. And some wonderful left-wing Democrat said, with that amount of money, you could give every American $1 million. They'd spend it a lot better.
That's right.
Like,
that was AOC, I think, that said that, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't want to falsely accuse the brain of New York. All right. So the bartender brain of New York. So that was I thought that was just comical. It's like it reminds me of that's stacked flat too. There you go. Yeah. Moon is 250,000 miles away. Yes. So it also reminds me. I don't know if you ever heard this thing. They're having a house meeting.
How much
on the house floor?
How much did she say? Hang on, real quick. How much did she say you could give every American person?
$1 million a piece for if you're going to spend $386 million.
Go ahead.
So there's another story that's just as comical, right? Well, actually, I got 2 more. So I got 2 more. The one I was initially thinking about was the military. The heads of the military were in front of Congress, and this congressman, Democrat congressman, I can't remember his name. I'm not going to describe him to you because I'd probably be called racist if I was. So anyway, he's asking this military general. He said, so that island over there in Guam. If we have that many troops on that one side of that island, won't that island tip over?
Yeah. I remember someone said that too. Yeah.
Like,
you know what it was?
How are you in Congress? Go ahead.
It was an MSNBC guy. He said, and it was 500 million. If Bloomberg spent 500 million on ads, the U.S. population is 327 million. He could give each American $1 million. I'm trying bad math at MSC. It still hasn't told me who said it though. It just said it was on MSNBC.
I'll go with your first guess. I think it was AOC.
Yeah, let's do that just because. It was probably Rachel Maddow or something like that. She's an idiot too.
It probably was.
Yeah.
So my second brainiac of the day, or the Darwin Award winner, was the ex-principal who is now a congressman in the United States Congress, who decided that he needed to pull the fire alarm in order to open the fire door to get out.
Yeah. It was Brian Williams, by the way. Anchor Brian Williams said that. Yeah. So anyways,
wow.
Yeah. And which is surprising me because he's not a dumb guy, but he just evidently is not good at math. But anyways, yeah. So let's pull the fire alarm so that we will stall the vote and then say we did it by accident. Hank Johnson.
I thought you had to pull the fire alarm to open the fire exit door.
And this guy,
makes sense,
if
right?
they let him get away with this, that's ridiculous. It truly is. That's a high schooler prank. It really is.
Well, here's my question.
Oh, isn't he the guy though? I saw his face, and I don't know his name, but I saw his face, and he looked like the guy who won in Georgia on the revote where they.
No, that was a senator.
Is that what
that
it
was
is
a
from Georgia?
senator. No, that was a
Oh,
senator.
okay.
This guy's a congressman.
Okay.
So he works in the
Okay.
House. But
Yeah.
here's a question. How many kids did you expel from school for pulling the fire alarm when you were working as a principal? I will
Exactly.
guarantee you he's done it at least once. Expelled somebody from his
Mhm.
school for pulling the fire alarm. That would be a great headline news. You know, this guy who is a
Yeah.
principal who expelled these kids from high school pulled the same type of fire alarm that they did at his school when they got expelled. So what should
Yeah.
and oh, by the way, he's trying to interrupt the acts or the works of Congress. That is what they're
Mhm.
charging the January 6 offenders with, for interrupting the
Right.
business of Congress, right? They should
Mhm.
treat him like a January 6th defendant. You are trying
Well,
to
it's
interrupt
a
the
little
business
different,
of
but
Congress.
yes, they
No,
should go down the
it's
same
not.
road.
It's not.
It is.
You are trying to.
It is because
This
he didn't break into the building, okay, and so
They
there is
have-
a difference.
They have several people that have not broken into the building that they've charged with this crime. There's one
Everybody
guy-
that walked in broke into
No.
the building.
No, there's one guy who wasn't even in Washington, D.C., and he got charged with
That's
the crime
different.
of January 6th.
That's
So don't tell
that's
me
different.
that
He wasn't in
everyone
Washington,
that walked in the
D.C..
building was and oh, by the way,
he wasn't
how-
even in Washington D.C. How could he walk in the building?
he didn't, but they still charged him with a crime of
Okay.
January 6th.
My point is this. My point is that I said everyone who walked in that building broke into it because they were breaking down doors and broke windows to get in the building. Okay,
Not
so
true.
anybody that came in after them, it's the same thing. So
what about the ones that the police officers escorted into the building? What about those? Did they break into the building too?
Yes, they did. Absolutely.
When a Capitol police officer escorts you into the building, that's breaking and entering.
No, because the
No,
doors
it's
were
not.
already broken in once that happened. Yes, the doors were already broken in once that happened. And I will say that I don't blame him because they were so undermanned. He could not stop them. Okay,
You must be
He
a
could not
Democrat.
stop them.
That's all I can say.
And he did not escort them in either. Okay, he didn't say, "Oh, come on, let's go in." He didn't do. That's not what happened. Okay.
Oh, by the way, there is a video of a couple of Capitol Police escorting a shaman into the House floor down to the speaker.
Were they
chair and saying-
escorting him or were they following him?
They opened the door for him. He couldn't get in. They opened the door for him. That's an escort.
No, they didn't open a door that he couldn't open. I know they didn't. do
Yes,
that.
they did.
Okay.
They
No,
did.
they did not
There's
open the door that he could not open.
There's video of them walking down the hall trying to open doors that they couldn't get in,
I've
and
seen
they
the video.
opened a door for him that he couldn't open.
Oh, so they unlocked it?
I don't know, but he tried it, didn't open. The police officer tried to open it up, and they escorted him into the chambers, into the House chambers. Right?
Yeah.
So, all right, that
was
guy
already in
with
the
a
building.
horned hat got off because he was escorted around. Yeah, there you go. Hey, hello, your wife is here. Your beautiful, gorgeous
Hello,
wife. You're the one that you
sweetheart.
never
How you
tell
doing?
tell she's gorgeous and beautiful.
Don't make me double Johnny Cash you again, brother, because I will. Hello, sweetheart. How you doing?
Dulcie,
Uh,
your husband's gonna double Johnny Cash me, and that's not right. So
he
ain't
deserves
right.
it, though.
It ain't
He deserves
right.
it.
Yeah, because I'm telling the truth about people getting escorted into the Capitol, and I'm also telling the truth that the Democrat
There's a lot
congressman
of
should
there's
be
a
charged
lot of
with the same
circumstances
crime.
there. There's a lot of circumstances there that you don't know about. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Hey,
Okay,
your wife
this
says
guy was already in the building. He didn't escort him into the building. Okay, and anyway, there's a difference. And I'm not. Don't get me wrong. This guy should go to jail or whatever they do to anybody who pulls a fire alarm. He should go to jail or whatever they do. That's what should happen to him. No double JC. Double JC. I don't know what double JC is.
no double Johnny Cash.
Oh, Johnny Cash. I'll do whatever I want. You're not here. You can't tell me what to do. There
She
you go.
just
I have
did.
them
She's
apples.
telling you what to do. She ain't
She
there,
can
but
tell
she's
me what
still
to do.
telling
I
you
can
what
just
to do.
go. I can just go. Whatever. She's not here. I don't have to listen to her.
Yeah, you can
There
just
you
do
go.
this, right? You see what I'm doing right here? Can you see it? Can you see it?
No. What
No,
are you
you
doing?
can't see
What are
it.
you
Yeah,
doing?
I'm doing something you can't see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there
There you
you
go.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is almost that time. What do we want to talk about for 15 seconds? So,
Yeah,
how many-
well, I don't know what we
see.
want to talk about for 15 seconds.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We don't want to. We don't want to have 15
So-
seconds
so
of
you
dead
know-
airtime, do we?
So I just want to say this. So that guy who pulled the handle was black.
time's
so if
up.
we call him out. Are we racists?
I was very careful not to describe him. I just said he's a Democrat congressman.
I don't care.
Who used
I
to be a
don't
principal.
care what he is. I don't care what he is. He needs to go. They need to charge him with something. Thanks, guy. Great show. As
Yep.
always. Well, thanks, Kitty.
It is that
what do we got
time.
here?
So we want to say God bless our troops. God bless America, first and foremost. God bless our troops. God bless our police officers. God bless our firefighters. And God bless our first responders. And God bless you all for coming out and listening. We greatly appreciate it. We're very thankful and very grateful for your listenership. Woo!
Everything my brother said times 2. Love y'all. Thanks for stopping in and having a great time with us. And come back all the time. And we're now on YouTube. So you can watch
Yes,
us live
we
on
are.
YouTube if you want.
Live on
Rick
YouTube.
and Jeff
We're live.
Unfiltered on YouTube. Yes. So
And it's not Saturday night. Yes.
it's not Saturday night.